Welcome to the Updates podcast. So, in this podcast, we do discuss the results of the UP Fighting Maroons, and it's season
Let's
88,
go.
second round. And we faced the FEU Tamaraos last Sunday, and we
Yeah.
won that game. We're now up at 6-3 in the record, second in the standings. UP won at 89 to 75. A very confident win because we won all throughout that match, all of the quarters. We are actually very, very competitive, leading at least three of the four quarters in terms of scoring. And we had very good playing time for almost everybody. Actually, almost everybody actually scored except for one player actually in the team.
Sayang yun.
Oo. In this particular game, we really showed our depth, outscoring the bench players of FEU at 41 to 2. So imagine the bench players of RT contributed to 41 points and only two from the FEU team. So good showings, at least from the FEU team, especially people like Mo Conate, Jorik Bautista, John
Yeah.
May Pasaol. But they were
Mahusay pa rin,
outgunned.
no?
Yes. But they were outgunned and outmanned by our team in complete effort, both offense and defense. So, guys, what are your thoughts about the game, Jamo?
Our team just clicked on all cylinders kasi this game. Talagang I never felt na in danger yung lead natin at any point of the game. Parang I see their confidence coming into the game right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right from the from first quarter to fourth quarter andun yung yung confidence nila, and they were running circles around the FEU Tamaraos. Feel ko na napagod ng sobra to si Moko natin. Kasi, ayun, he was there the entire game, 40 minutes. Pero, ayun, may mga points in the game na parang naiiwan siya. At nakaka-score tayo. At favorite moment ko dun yun is yung offensive rebound tayo. Tapos napunta kay Ray. And then
Mm,
sinalaksak niya. He scored that on Mokonat eh.
yeah. Yeah.
He scored that on Mokonat eh. And wala siya magawa. Bilis lang. Diba? Parang nagulat lang siya doon.
Yeah.
And, yun, as usual, the key guys from FEU did their part. Mokonat with 24. Hindi pa rin siya matalo, matalo-talo sa ilalim. Jorik Bautista, oh my God. Ang husay niya. Ang husay-husay niya tumira
Yeah.
ng tres.
Mm,
He did, ilan ba ang three-pointers? Five. He was 5 out of 11 on sa 3 points. And Kirby Mongkopa, napakahusay na bata do. May direct replacement na sila for VJ. And I kind of think the game plan here was to let these other players score. Wag lang si Pasaol.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really disrupted din talaga yung rhythm di
Mm-mm.
Pasaol din also. Though. There were stretches in the game na kinailangan siyang ilabas talaga because we had his number. Bantay na bantayado siya.
Oo.
Expert defense job, Harold, Jacob, even alam mo yung Gani also.
Especially Jacob, who
Yes.
won player of the game.
Yeah.
OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Jacob Baylock. He's now Jacob Baylock.
And it was a long time coming for Jacob, and we've seen him play
Mm-hmm.
his part since the first round, and giving him his flowers this time around.
Yeah.
Brought the crowd down talaga. Alam mo yun, cheers. Actually, to a certain degree nga, parang dapat nga medyo hininaan natin yung konti yung cheers kasi nag-cheer na tayo agad. Kumakanta pa ng kanilang hymn ang FEU. But all
Oo nga.
props to all props to Jacob. Alam mo, well deserved. Alam mo yan. He has been really, really working hard. And you can really
Actually,
show it,
impressive yung ano niya dito yung stats niya, di ba? Yung 8
Mm.
points,
Yeah,
6
yeah, yeah.
rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists, and a
Mm-mm.
block. Kaya nung then, siya yung recognize na ano natin dito,
Yeah,
play of the game.
It
correct.
was it was really an all-around performance.
Yeah,
He scores, he defends, 'di
yeah.
ba? Wala akong masabi.
And I also like to, alam mo yun, give props and give a shout out to Captain Jerry Abadiano. all throughout this
Mhm.
season as well. I mean,
Jerry.
he's been in and out of the games. I'm not sure if alam mo yan, he's ailing or feeling something, but all throughout his game, he has been hustling really, really
Pero
hard.
oo nga eh. Simula pa lang he set the tone for the
Yes.
for our offense.
Yeah.
Also on our on our defense.
Mm-mm.
Most especially.
Yeah.
Tapos ano ba? Notable performances, Francis Noruka 19 points. Yung the Noruka versus Konate, natalo siya sa points pero he held his own in
Mhm.
23 minutes, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Sa tingin ko yung 24 ni Konate in 40 is feel ko mas efficient yung gawa nito ni Francis Noruka.
Yeah.
Also Terence had a decent shooting night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yung sa free throws, ang daming 100%. Yung mga free throws.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lahat ng
Yeah.
pinasok natin,
Pa-practice kayo. Congrats.
lahat
Oh,
ng
diba?
pinasok natin pumuntos. Except kay Migs in Ligas. He had a few chances pero sayang
Oo.
ginawa lang ng ring. But almost everybody got a point.
May three-pointer siya
except
na winave off kasi
Oo.
kasi tumawag
Yeah.
ng foul somewhere else.
Yes.
Na hindi sa kanya.
Good significant minutes also for Sean and Chico. So good no? Because this will help lalo na down to the next few games because it's becoming really, really physical and competitive. So we need everybody obviously to have those confidence in the court, obviously trying to play those long minutes. No? One thing also that I'd like to highlight during this game is what are your thoughts about some parts of the umpiring? So those decisions that might have happened, maybe a
Okay.
non-call. Yeah. Go ahead, Jamo.
Okay, I did some research last night. Apparently, foul calls cannot be rescinded kasi. So here's what happened. Ito yung explainer dun sa that weird thing that happened between Terrence and who's that? Neil Owens.
Yung sinabi na faking the foul.
Here's what happened first. Yung pinakamalapit na referee sa kanila, he thought that there was no contact and Terrence was faking a foul. So he immediately called for a technical. So FIBA rules state na you cannot rescind a foul call. So after that, apparently I think another referee called for the review. Parang teka, iba yung tingin ko dun sa sa
Yung
play na
nakita
yun
niya.
Oo. So he called for the review and then upon review, nakita may contact dun sa and it's above the neck. So immediately it's an unsportsmanlike foul. So they called the unsportsmanlike foul to correct the previous call. So ay sa nabasa ko ayun din they may implement corrective measures like that in game pero after the game hindi na.
Yeah.
So yun I guess yun na yung tamang gawin pero that wouldn't happen kung they immediately made the right call in the first place which is the unspo.
Yeah.
Diba?
Hindi yung faking the foul.
Yeah. It's disruptive. Alam mo yun, it parang nagbibigay ng breaks in the game and puts doubt especially for the result no. I mean, everybody was playing hard, I would imagine, but yun nga, parang every time for example there are calls such as that and like this, it puts into question lalim to the argument about the umpiring this particular season. So I hope really they take a closer look about these things. Kasi syempre sayang, I mean, buti na lang kahit pa paano hindi naman ganun kalapit yung laban. But if it was closer, and it ended up that those calls probably made the difference, could have made the difference, then it would be really, really be problematic. So, other thoughts in the game, guys?
So, ayun. Nakakuha lang tayo ng additional possession that time after the Anspo. Kasi Anspo,
Yeah.
you get a free throw and then you get your
No,
2 free throws and then
possession.
ball possession.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
Hindi ko
Buti
na
na lang.
maalala yung nangyari nun.
Nung press con pa lang, may binanggit doon yung tungkol kay Ray Remogat. Yung kino-compare yung performance niya nung nasa UE siya
Hmm.
saka etong nasa UP. Sabi niya, yung experience niya doon is parang nagagamit pa rin niya pero dahil sa UP siya, he's
Ah.
trying to grow pa rin
Mm.
na to adjust that and they thank the UP community na despite the fact that nung first few games medyo slow talaga yung ating win. Tapos ngayon sunod-sunod naman,
Yeah.
sabi niya yun yung nagbibigay sa kanila ng moral to keep on game
Yeah.
winning.
I feel like that dark cloud of QPAV has already been lifted to us,
Oh,
especially this game. No?
there's no
Uh,
such curse.
There's no more. If
So,
there
There's
yeah.
no
was,
curse.
Can you stop it with the QPAB bullshit?
if there was any curse, kung mayroon man siya, wala na siya, completely lifted na siya. You can really see, for example, um, Ray was comfortable facilitating. And then if you forget about me, guys, I'll just, shoot that random three, make you remember about me. Ganyan. So he's happy on that one. And you can really see, diba? What's a fun moment to close off this particular game was when Jacob got interviewed, diba, in the end. And everybody went to Jacob while he was
Oo.
preparing to
Yeah.
get interviewed and celebrated on him. Because that showed, that was a clear example that everybody values the contributions of everybody within the team. Jacob
Uh-huh.
might have those games that he's not the offensive leader, but more of really manning the defensive, defending the best player of the other team. And then they appreciate it because it's not an easy task. It's not the most glamorous one, but the team
Yung
recognizes that.
ni-recognize ni coach yan yung sinabi mo, Mark, na yung kay Baila na defensive and offensive na parang nagawa niya yung both sides in performance. Ang
Yeah.
galing nga, sabi niya at least nakita niya na si Baila talagang nagpakitang gilas sa both sides na yun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dennis. Tsaka, and to add, nung press con, nire-recognize nila na everything is part of a system. Favorite word nila sa press con, 'di ba? System. Whenever someone asks like si Noy, ano yung tingin mo about ganito? They always go back to that they recognize that there is a system in their team. So lagi silang titiwala sa system. So it doesn't matter kung may first unit, second unit, or third unit. Everyone contributes within the game. Diba?
Kaya maganda yung lumabas na results ng game na to. Makita natin yung scores. Halos lahat meron, di ba?
Oh.
Yeah.
And to think na, tiga mo yung bench points UP 41. FEU, dalawa lang yung bench points nila. So ibig sabihin, talagang nag-rely ang FEU sa starters nila.
Yeah.
And when you only rely on a few players, talagang hindi ka mananalo niyan.
Yeah.
Diba?
Also, inote ko lang yung etong kay Migs. He scored 0 but 14 yung plus minus niya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pareho sila ni Jacob.
Yeah.
Parang yung ginawa ni Jacob the other games. When was that? He scored 0 pero
is that the Ateneo game?
I think so.
I think so. Yung
he didn't score pero as some plus minus niya.
Yes, correct.
Diba?
Yeah. These type of games that we do have really are going to be important, no? Allowing a few players get their confidence. We still have a few turnovers, like I said, pero yung mga inside passes natin, for example, yung heads-up play, those are working. And when they are working, they are really looking really, really great out there. And hopefully, that gives them their confidence because the next few games that we do have will be much more competitive, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the other players natin na naka-double figures. We had Gani, Stevens scored 14 and Ray scored 12.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, up next for the UP Fighting Maroons on November 5 is the UST Growling Tigers. The UST Growling Tigers had a very challenging match over the weekend. they faced was it the not the NU Bulldogs, the LaSalle Green Archers.
Huh?
And
November 5?
yes, no, the last game that they have was
Last
LaSalle
weekend.
Last
weekend.
weekend. Kala ko.
Yeah, yeah. LaSalle Green Archer faced the USD Growling Tigers, and the LaSalle Green Archers won that particular game despite being undermanned. So it seems like obviously they found a good rotation. It also proves how deep their team is. JC Makalalag became POG on that particular game. So we getting to face that USD Growling Tigers team, looking to find a bounce back game perhaps against us. We have a week and a half to prepare for them. So hopefully by that time we have found some formula against Akowe. At hindi na to gulatan type of
Saan
game.
venue na to?
I think it's MOA Arena. So it's gonna be Wednesday, November 5. Yes. Other results from the weekend that we had was the NU Bulldogs won against the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Ateneo Blue Eagles are now skidding. They now are in a 5-game losing streak. And NU Bulldogs retains the top spot in season 88 in this round 2. So they are a spot ahead of us at 7-2, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, and the only 2 losses that they've had is with, 3 ba? Tamba, 7-3 or 7-2? 7-2. The only 2 losses that they had is against the UP Fighting Maroons. So good job, UP. Hope we get to see them one more time and maybe in the semis or finals. One thing that happened over that particular game is quite a controversial incident yet again, it seems like, with one player, Jello Santiago. You might remember, Jello Santiago also was part of an incident with Terence Fortea during our game in the second round. And then earlier...
And with Mason Amos.
Mason Amos as well. Some of them incidental, some of them maybe accidental. But the one against Espina and Ateneo is more or less maybe intentional. What are your thoughts about what happened over the weekend? And what is this trend with Jello Santiago? Do you think there's really something with that?
When I saw the Mason Amos injury, I thought na okay, tinulak ni Kian si Jello Santiago, tapos he fell off balance na sakto lang sa leg ni Mason. And nung naman, I didn't think much of that contact with Terence. Kasi okay yung bata eh. After that, dumila pa nga eh, 'di ba? Pero after seeing this play with Waki Espina, talagang intentional eh. Kita mong binigyan niya talaga at the back of the head pa. Kahit sa UFC bawal yun eh. Paano pa kaya sa basketball?
Akala niya wrestling competition.
Alam mo ano naiisip ko kay Jello? Parang si Draymond Green. I mean, hindi naman 100% na sinasadya. Pero sana he could have modified the way he moves. Diba minsan parang magaslaw ka lang gumalaw. Tingin ko
hindi
100%. Pero to some extent, sana inayos niya, di ba?
Alam mo, naniniwala ako na
na
lahat ng players may kanya-kanyang gulang yan, may kanya-kanyang kanya-kanyang estilo yan sa pagdating sa balyahan, mga ganyan. Pero yung in-elbow mo yung back of the head, iba na yun eh. Pwede kang bumigay ng hindi mo pinapalata, hindi yung ganyan na sobrang deliberate.
Yeah. I know the games are really, really competitive, no? Pero to a certain degree entertaining. So hopefully hindi naman ganito. It doesn't end up that we need to do these things. I'm sure, not all of these incidents, I would imagine, was really intentional, but it doesn't paint a pretty picture if you are involved in 3 other incidents, recent and almost back-to-back pa. So now Jello has some time to reflect on it. 5 games to be exact.
5 games, yeah.
Ilan na naiwan sa kanya
you know what?
Second round.
You know what? All of a sudden, that Welo Lingo suspension of 3 games feels justified. Kasi parang yung kay Welo, it was unintentional, talagang talaga na walang tumulak sa kanya pero na
Tataon
off
lang.
balance siya sa pagkuha niya nung bola. Tapos eto mas malala kasi intentional na talagang siniko niya eh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kaya yung 5 games suspension.
Oo.
Ito ang tanong ko. Given na 14 games lang ang format sa
Mhm.
regular season ng UAAP, do you think that the number of games na nasuspend sina Jello tsaka Welo are too long or too short or
I,
just right?
I think yung kay Welo was too long.
Mm.
I think yung kay Jello is too short.
No.
For me, I
Uh,
I I I
mm,
I I think he should be suspended for the entire season eh.
yeah.
Mm.
I feel like these things talaga deserve some attention and some review.
Mm-mm.
Kasi if you think about it, one wrong move and the people that you injure or the people are part of that incident can no longer play also forever. Alam mo,
Oh,
with
Yeah.
some
career
serious
ending. Mm.
career-ending injury, di
Hmm.
ba? So these
Yung
things should
consequence
really
nun.
be discouraged, di
It's
ba?
it's the back of the head.
Yeah. So you saw the one incident that happened also in the NCAA, di ba? So those things are really going to be quite unfortunate if it
Oo.
happens na mag long-term yung injury. These are young kids, very talented, playing their hardest for their schools. And the least that we would like it for any team, even if they are
Mm-mm.
rivals, is for any injury to happen.
Now come to
So,
think of it, no?
yeah,
Swerte ni Terence kasi sahod din yun eh katulad nung
yeah,
Natisindi
yeah,
to
niya
that
sa
to that
ano.
to that JRU
yes,
player, 'di ba?
yeah,
Nasahod din siya pero siya nag-bounce yung ulo
yeah,
niya sa sa court.
yeah, yeah. So I wish
Concussion protocol 'yun.
yeah, to the players, Espina, Terence, Mason. Hopefully, obviously, you guys recover well. I
Yeah.
know you guys have been at the losing end, perhaps, of this particular incident. Jello, I mean, for your part, I know obviously that was not the clear intent to hurt other people. I know
Mm-mm.
we all are. We just want to play hard. So I mean, I wish you well. Also, I mean, definitely you'll have some time to think about it. And for all of the players, coaching staff, and also, I mean, it's also perhaps time for us to all reflect, diba? Seeing on how best also to protect our team and be
Yeah.
able to consider the longevity, obviously, of our players as well by making sure that they're quite healthy and they also participate and play quite hard, but not really too hard to a certain degree na meron ng motivation for people to hurt other people. And I'm sure hindi naman yun yung intention natin in coming into the court. Okay?
Oh, and you know guys, alam nating sobrang tight na Final Four race na
Yeah.
for the season. Wag niyo naman wag niyo naman gawing OA na kailangan manakit,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Kinakabahan nga ako. Ang daming nating na-injure, ang daming napapagod at the end of the game. Some people, katulad ng FEU team na to, has a very short rotation, di ba? Parang 5 lang sila or 7 lang na naglalaro.
Uy,
Mga
grabe.
rotation.
Pag napagod ng sobra to si Moko nate, ay nako, ewan ko sa inyo FEU.
So pakiramdam ko talaga, kung sino lang yung may mga matitira at least 5 players by Final Four, sila yung mananalo. Dahil it's really a sprint. It's really going to be a sprint in the end at kailangan buong loob natin, both mentally and physically when you get in that Final Four games.
Yeah.
So, still, alam mo yun, everybody still has a chance to get into that. So I'm sure every game now matters. Every
Oh,
game now matters.
since
Robbie.
na-mention ninyo Final Four, ngayon na suspended si Jello, ano ang magiging prediction nyo, end record of NU by the
You
end
know,
of the season?
Jello is a solid contributor sa kanila offensively.
Hmm.
I mean, shooter din siya
Maapektuhan
eh.
yung ranking nila. That's
Mare-retain ba
Pero
nila ang
hindi
number
ko
one spot?
pero alam mo may pa rin sila eh. May bark pa rin.
Yeah.
May
You know what? This season,
literally.
I really don't know now how to predict things. For example, this LaSalle versus UST game, di ba? Where did that come from? Di ba? All of a sudden, parang LaSalle had a, a new purpose, di ba? A new
Oo.
design on it. Same with us, di ba? Parang after losing a few games earlier in the season, all of a sudden, we're
biglang
streaking.
nagbawi.
So parang yung traditional performers ba? Are they coming into form? Parang, is it all landing now as planned or in the preseason? So who knows also, di ba? There are certainly players at this point in time na would like to prove themselves. But indeed, the second round is a true test, not only for the teams, but the coaching staff, di ba? Now that you've seen everybody play in the first round, you know how they'll play against you. How are you really going to be adjusting? And the team that would be able to, make the right adjustments for every team that they'll be facing the second time this particular round will probably be the ones who ended up in the final four. And best of all, maybe get the prize of getting those two twice to beat advantage, at the end of the season.
Di ko
Okay.
rin masabi yung kung ano magiging kapalaran nitong NU eh. Kasi they're kinda deep din
Yeah.
as a team.
Figueroa.
Tamo, etong UE versus Adamson, di ba? That was the first game nila since losing Welo.
Yeah.
They almost, they almost made it.
Made it also, no? They almost
Diba?
won also.
So, di mo talaga masabi.
Yeah.
They might be down one player, pero,
Kaya pa nila.
they might
Yeah.
perform better
Yeah.
than after that.
Yung energy na punta sa iba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yun.
okay. So that's it, at least for the weekend games that we do have. We do have other results from other UP Fighting Maroons team that happened also over the weekend. The last weekend, we had the quarterfinals of the UP women's volleyball team against FEU. FEU had a twice to beat. We beat them the first time on the first game for quarterfinals. Unfortunately, we weren't able to beat them the second time. It was a winnable game in the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, we just didn't make it. But then last Sunday also, we played San Beda University for the classification match so that we can get to the battle to fifth. And we won that match. We have one more match just to get the fifth place in the Shakey Super League against the Ateneo Blue Eagles later this week. So congratulations still, Whippy women's volleyball team. It's still a very long preseason. So hopefully when we get to season 88 or the second semester, they're as strong and be able to push for the Final Four step.
Another thing is yung sa women's basketball team natin, we faced FEU once again. We didn't win the game, but there were notable performances from Camille Nolasco. Luna Ozar flirted with a triple-double. Sayang lang, 8 points, ano ba to? 8 points, 10 assists, and 9 steals. Which is crazy
Pero
yung steals niya.
They started good.
Yeah, they started good.
Kasi 25-17 yung first quarter nila. Pero yung sumunod na quarters, dyan na
one thing to note about those, yung score nila this time is the first round match nila is hindi sila masyadong competitive nun kasi tambak na tayo nun . This time around, they showed a tremendous heart in fighting back sa FEU. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Robbie, anything from your teams?
So lang mag-shoutout sa judo team. Nasa Japan ngayon nagtitrain.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, shout out.
Saan sila sa Japan? I'm heading there. Actually.
Sige, game.
Nasaan sila sa Japan?
All around. Teka.
All around. O sige. Hanapin ko na lang.
Hanapin mo sila sa Hot Springs.
Oo nga sayang nga wala si Lebron, Francis Lopez sa Tokyo. Nasa Nagoya yata sila. Pagpunta ko ng Japan ko siya mapapanood. Pero all the best also to Francis Lopez.
Yes.
Batiin lang din natin ang ating UP MBT Team B.
Win
na sila sa PG Flex Invitational Tournament sa Quintana Cup sa Paco Arena. Tapos nanalo sila ngayon against Letran Knights, overtime pa raw, 80-70.
Wow.
Yeah. One thing's for sure, Letran is no pushover.
Correct.
No.
Yes.
Batayan ni Coach Allen .
Yeah. Looking forward.
Daw ang pinakamalaking points, tas sinundan ni na Di Makulangan, Maga, and LA Andres.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll reserve our impressions on a separate episode.
Meron
Yeah.
pa ang ating football team. May
Yes.
2-0 victory sila sa Beda sa Angliga Men's Open Cup 2025.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Nila.
Yeah. Mhm. Okay.
Also, I'd like to shout out si Jam. If you remember dun sa isang Phil Oil game, yung nagpa-picture sa atin. Yeah, she sent a DM kahapon. Kahapon ba kanina?
Shout out.
Ano, pinapa-explain yung yung nangyari dun sa ref.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. Hi also to the family of Jacob Baila. I met them the other day.
The ever loyal Barangay Baila.
Correct. The grandma
Shout out.
The grandma of Jacob Baila watches our podcast. So hello po and thank you for watching.
Hello po. Salamat po.
We're a big fan of your apo. Jacob has been a great contributor to the team, and I think he's going to be one of the future leaders of the UP Fighting Maroons come season 89 and onward. So more power to your family and more power to Jacob. And thank you for watching.
Saka batiin din natin happy birthday si CJ Cancino.
Oh, CJ.
Happy birthday nga pala sa boyfriend ni Aliana.
Boyfriend ni Aliana. Ang non-showbiz. Boyfriend ni Aliana. Congratulations also.
Congrats.
He's been doing well sa PBA together with Henry Garinato. Mga boys natin ng UP, no? Sa PBA has been doing really well also. So, for you guys that are still itching to watch the UP Fighting Maroons, pero wala tayong game kasi 1 week and a half, go and visit them and watch them during the PBA games also this particular season. So yun na.
Yes.
So that's it for our episode for Uptakes. So that was our win. We're now at 6-3. Up next for the UP Fighting Maroons this November 5 is against the UST Growling Tigers.
And we should be preparation yan.
Prediction, panalo tayo.
Dapat la.
UP. Siguro by 4-5 mga ganun.
Home court natin yan eh.
Home court natin. Pero still
yes.
By now may adjustments na. By now may adjustments.
For our
that's for sure.
7th win.
Yes. And again, the Updates podcast is brought to you by Upbeat Merchandise. Merchandise.
Thank you very much.
Your pride. Visit their stores in Diliman, in Los Baños, and also in Iloilo, and also Lazada and Shopee. Upbeat, wear your pride.
Wear your pride.
Okay. Thanks everybody again for watching. Like and subscribe the Updates podcast. And as always, UP Fight.
UP Fight.
Bye guys.
Thank you for all the support, the UP community and the Uptakes podcast. Really appreciate you guys and stay safe and God bless. UP Fight.